I call this a tangerine sunset. Yeah, you better. Poof, and the sun is gone. Yeah, you better. If you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. I really like that stitch, and that's why I used it. The stitch is from my Picot and looks like this. You can get it at the Ravelry or directly on the website. I put the links below. It's a nice website for crocheting. Maybe you find another stitch and do something similar. And like I do it with all my stuff, I actually don't like to follow patterns. Even if I like to follow patterns, I end up doing my own thing. So here I just took the stitch and started and measured a little bit tight. It's a little tight here. I should have given it more ease by the arms, but somehow it's also nice. It's just a very fitting top. And my elder daughter is already trying to steal it from me, and she's a little more petite with the shoulders, so for her it looks perfect. I don't know if I give it to her yet though, maybe. Probably I will. I also like the buttons. I think the buttons are perfect. I think the buttons are really cute. And I like the ribbon. The ribbon makes it look so princessy. It's cotton, this shiny kind of type cotton. I'm not going to give you the exact pattern because I haven't written one and I was just improvising, but I can show you how I built it, because then you can actually take any kind of stitch you like and build it the same way if you like, or change something, you know, make it a little wider, have another neckline, make the sleeves shorter or longer, add different borders. I mean, crochet is so forgiving. You can do whatever you want, fix it pretty quick. I still have my white background. I just like it because the colors pop when everything is white. The colors pop. I didn't work on the background because nobody complained except my friend, the critic. But I was also very busy over the weekend. I worked on my terrace, so the terrace would look not so depressing when I do more fit knit videos up there. Here I put ivy to grow up those ugly, those are actually hangers for the laundry, old ones. So on each pole I put an ivy. There is of course a lavender. There is a tree growing out of the ground. Here is an ivy. It's not finished, you know, I still have to work, but there is a rose that just grew by itself in this pot. Actually, I left that, put it more into the middle because it was quite on the side. Edelweiss. I have to have Edelweiss in the mountains, don't I? Let me give you that Edelweiss shot. There I have some of those flowers and those. This one will grow up here. It's a work in progress. I'm not done, but it doesn't look like a lot, but it was a lot of work. And actually I also want to plant some plants I can dye with, like indigo, but I couldn't find indigo so far. But that's my plan, like safflower, indigo, things I can dye with. Yeah. And And there is another rose growing out of the ground. Poor thing. Couldn't rip it out. It dries so hard. The terrace looks nice. The background is still white. Just hanging there. Give it time. Alright, so let me get up again. If I would do this sweater again, I would make it a little wider, give it more ease here, put a button on top also. And other than that, I'm pretty happy with it actually. I'm sure I make some similar things, not with the same stitch, probably. Though both of my daughter want it, so if I give it to the elder daughter, my younger daughter wants the same in blue, then I have to do it in blue. So I might just as well keep it for myself. Let's see. So let me show you the construction of this thing. I started down here. I just chained this whole base. I chained from here to here and started with the stitch and crocheted a rectangle up to here. Here I did, so when I came here I decreased, how many did I decrease? 3 rows till here, and then I crocheted up to the shoulder on each side. And then I did the back panel and single crocheted the front and back together by the shoulders. You see it actually has that pattern here in the middle, has 1 row more than all the other ones, but you can't really see that when you wear it. And then I added the sleeves, which are a little tight. Like I said, I would give it more ease here. And then I improvised a little border here. And then I did the other sleeve. And then it was a little too tight still. So I added that same pattern the other way on each side, which I think turned out pretty nice. It looks nice to have it the other way around in the middle. And then added a little border here for the buttons, and the same thing on the other side, except here I put buttonholes. And then at the end I went around the corner, did those little ornamentive border stitches also on the bottom, you know, and on top I made just straight. I thought it was a little much to have those little, I don't even know how to call them, those things around the neckline. Oh, and when I crocheted up, I made a space here because I knew I would want to have a ribbon. I like ribbons in crocheted lace tops like that, so I made a little space where I thought I want the ribbon, which was right under my breast. And that's basically it. Super simple. Could do that with any stitch, and it's really very easy. I think any beginner could do it. It's very simple. You just have to have the patience, check your measurements, and that's that. What I like with this stitch is that it has triple crochet things that are not, you don't go into the stitch, you go around the stitch beneath, and then it stands out. In the pattern, those stitches are marked with those little triangles. So you don't go into the stitch, you go around the stitch below. So it stands up. I hope this was informative. If you want more exact details on how to do certain things, please comment below, ask me questions. I'm happy to answer. If you need a smaller or a bigger size, you know, all you have to do is your main panel, just make it more narrow or more wide. And from there, just let it grow. It's really easy. You can always measure how it fits. Wrap it around and stuff. I had to take it off. It's super warm today. Even that summer top is too warm today. And I live under the roof, so. On my Picot.com, they also have an explanation to how to read charts. So if you're not comfortable with reading charts, you can go to the website and they explain every stitch. So if you look at it, reading charts is really easy afterwards. But if you want me to make a video on how to read charts, I will do that too. Let me know. There is actually quite a lot of videos like that around the net already. Thank you for watching. I hope I inspired you. I hope you're more brave through this video to start just crocheting your own ideas without a pattern. It's totally possible. Thank you. See you next time.